This was a real doozy, 27-20 against the New York Giants, the Jackson Dartless New York Giants. Now right here, this isn't Jordan Love, this is Malik Willis. So Jordan Love, and we got third and goal here. We're a minute in, we're going to go through a bunch of different clips, mostly the scoring and the big plays from this game. Now this was crazy because it's third and goal. The Giants started the game off going down the field, scoring a touchdown. The Packers didn't score in the first quarter. So we're 1 minute into the second, and Jordan Love, a couple of plays before this, bangs up his shoulder. Now, obviously, he comes back in, and you'll see this shortly. But even going at the beginning of this route, all right, we got Romeo Doubs crossing. We got Christian Watson right here kind of doing this. And then I think this is Fitzpatrick, number 86, going out in the flat. Now, Malik Willis actually did a phenomenal job. He barely played. 2 of 2, 6 yards, a touchdown. He had a huge first down for 16 yards. I think it was on third down. He's about to get popped right here. You actually got a guy in the flat, and Christian Watson's not even in frame. And he whips this football to Christian Watson. Now, you can't tell from this angle, this defensive back's hands is literally his arm is in Christian Watson's hands. And Watson is able to just hold on to this, corral it, and score and put the Green Bay Packers on the board with a banged-up Jordan Love. So welcome back to the channel. Let's run through it. All right, getting a little bit later into the second quarter. We're about halfway through. Now, the field goal, or just kicking today, it was as windy as you possibly could imagine. I know it's sunny right now in this clip, and it looks like a nice, beautiful day over in New York, or I guess technically isn't it New Jersey. I was a little crabby at this point in time because this is Emmanuel Wilson, and my running back on fantasy football is Josh Jacobs, and he had 7 carries for 40 yards, and then he got banged up with a knee injury, and he did not return. So that really actually does suck, let alone I'm not referencing my fantasy football team. I'm just saying Tucker Kraft's done for the season. Hopefully Josh Jacobs is good to go. The good news is Emmanuel Wilson's a baller. He's a gamer. And the Green Bay Packers do a great job of blocking here. Jordan Love, you see on the screen, he's back in the game right now. Emmanuel Wilson finished 11 carries for 40 yards and this touchdown. Also had a couple of nice catches. And this was... this is just a nice touchdown, man. I was just a little bit salty thinking, oh, man, I really need a fantasy win here. All right, getting to the third quarter. We're a couple of minutes into the third. It's 13-13, and, the announcer said this a couple of times. I think it was Drew Brees. I was wondering the whole first quarter, who is talking right now? I don't know who this is, and it's not like Jonathan Vilma and Kenny Albert. I'm like, I actually kind of like this. It was Drew Brees. The Giants controlled this entire football game, folks. They had the football for 36 minutes compared to Green Bay's 24. They had 336 yards of offense. I don't feel like Jameis played particularly well. We'll talk about that and their running game a little bit later on in the video. But this was a huge touchdown. And, as I mentioned in the last clip, it was as windy as could be. I'll actually even just pull up the kicker stats real quick because I know Haversick missed a couple. Haversick, coming in for McManus, he missed 2 extra points, and it just kind of complicates the football game. So after this touchdown, they end up missing the extra point. Now, Christian Watson's running this slant, and he's actually going to set a screen on the line of scrimmage, and you're going to have newcomer, I believe in the last 2 weeks, Josh Wiley, or sorry, not even right there. He's right here. He's running in motion. He's just going to slip into the flat, and you're going to see this pick from Watson right here. So you can set picks at the line of scrimmage. That is legal. So this is a legal play. Really nice offensive just script blown up. He falls on his ass. And Josh Wiley, former Tennessee Titan, scores, I believe, his first ever touchdown with the Green Bay Packers. And, even here, I felt like a bad fan. I was like, I didn't even know Josh Wiley was on the Green Bay Packers. So he had a penalty today. But outside of that, this touchdown was absolutely money, and the Packers are still just trying to make things work without Tucker Kraft. Finally, some defense. So we'll eventually show you Evan Williams, pretty much game-stealing interception. This is 4th and 1. You're going to see Micah Parsons, brand new Green Bay Packer acquisition. He had a heck of a game. This is 4th down. I was talking to my uncle last night, and I was a little bit worried about this game because I was like, oh my God, they have a new coach. That's like kind of a curse in the NFL when you're going up against a new coach. The new interim coach usually wins that one football game, and then I feel like they lose the rest of the season. But we got Micah here on Jameis, and he's going to bring him down. And this is 4th and 3. So this is a huge sack. 2 minutes left in the third. Green Bay's up 19-13 because of that missed field goal. I'm telling you, the wind was insane. You saw, like, there was napkins all across the field all game. There were, like, plastic wrappers across the field the entire game. It was extremely windy, and the Giants were ultra aggressive, especially on this drive, just going for it on 4th and down, 4th down, 4th down, 4th down. Jameis, at the end of the day, went 19-29. We'll show you this interception here. The New York Giants ran the football 38 times. Now, they did have 142 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Jameis had one of them. But they averaged 3.7 yards per carry. They just really... It was just a gritty run attack from this Giants team, and they were just able to kind of manufacture these long, sustaining drives to get the Packers offense out of rhythm. All right, guys, fourth quarter. Jameis Winston and the New York Giants rush it for a touchdown. There's 6 minutes left in this football game. It is 3rd down. Now, the player who's going to catch this is 6'4" rookie Savion Williams. Now, I was pretty stressed out at this point in time because, Green Bay's got all 3 timeouts, and they're only down 1 point. But as I've said 38 times in this video, the field goal unit was not trusting it, was not trusting extra points. Even the Giants kicker missed one, was not feeling it, all right? Now, I do have to kind of move past this. I kind of got to cut it up a little bit, so I'm fast-forwarding right now. My point is, Jordan Love holds on to this football for like 5 or 6 seconds, and I was very stressed out because it's 3rd and 10, and they're probably going to pump this football if they don't convert. So what does Jordan Love do? He throws it up, and he finds Savion Williams, the rookie out of TCU, and he comes down with this with his 6'4" frame, and the rest was pretty much history after this 33-yarder. Now we got the real play of the game, Christian Watson here in the slot. Welcome back, Christian Watson. He's had a couple of nice games since his return from injury, but in this one, 4 catches for 46 yards, 2 touchdowns. We showed you the first one. Now look at this. Look at this football. Look at the snap. This ball is bobbled. All right, Jordan Love focuses, gets back, and he actually whips this ball into double coverage, almost triple coverage. And Watson is able to track this football. You see him, he's tracking, so the football's right here. He's tracking it the whole way. Defensive back's also trying to track it. And he is able to come down with this football, hard hit on the head as well. And that is a touchdown. Green Bay, they have a really nice executed 2-point conversion to Emmanuel Wilson after this. That makes it officially a 7-point game. And then you had... We'll actually get into it in just a second here, so I'll hold my mouth. But this was a great throw from Love and an even better catch from Christian Watson. And, yeah, this was the sealer, man. This Packers drive reinforced my faith in this Packers team, really. All right, guys, play the game right here. Now, technically, Micah actually ends up icing this with a couple, 20 seconds left after this. But it is a 7-point game. It's 3rd and 6, as you see here. There's only 41 seconds left. They're on the 14-yard line. And Jameis is just going to misthrow this. And it's going to fall right into Evan Williams' hands. I've always thought Evan Williams was pretty underrated. Like, even Javon Bullard, a couple of plays before this, had a really nice pass breakup. These young defensive backs, Xavier McKinney had such a great season last year. He's still having a good year this year. People just aren't really throwing it his way. Keyshawn Nixon, Valentine. But these two dudes, Javon Bullard and especially Evan Williams, these guys are ready to play. They were ready to play last year in their rookie seasons, and they're making big-time plays. So that's all we have for today, but I do just want to go through a couple of things because this is a Rapid Reaction, which, as always, hit that like button, hit that sub button. I'm a diehard Green Bay Packers fan, so we post plenty of Packers content on this channel. Jordan Love went 13-24 for 174 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. I know it was a little bit frustrating at points in this football game, but at the end of the day, a win is a win. Next week, I believe, is against the Minnesota Vikings, and then we have the Thanksgiving short week against the Detroit Lions, and this win gets Green Bay to 6-3-1. But like I said, They went 7 of 11 on third down efficiency. That was absolutely huge. They've been such a good third down team this season, just not in the last 2 games where they lost to Carolina and Philadelphia. They only had the football for 24 minutes. I think they only had like 7 total drives. So it was few and far between, but they made the most of it, especially in that fourth quarter and second half. Really just outside of the first quarter, the Packers offense got it going. Defense did a great job against Jameis Winston, and I will take a win even if it was a little bit ugly. So thank you for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let me know your thoughts on this Packers win, and we will see you soon. Peace.